Ferrari, of course, was always the car of my dreams anyway.
I still think it is the single most beautiful racing car of any kind that there has ever been. I just don't think that form has ever been bettered.
There are many cars that I wish I could have had the opportunity to drive, you know, and that's probably one of them.
And it's just one of those cars that the faster you drive it, the more that your confidence builds. To someone like me, just jumping in the thing, you know, I drove it, well, even then, 30 years after its heyday. All you want a car like that to do is to give you confidence.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how fast it is, how much power. If you haven't got the confidence to really exploit it and use it, then you're not going to do it. It wasn't, unlike so many racing cars, particularly that era, the one thing they're not very good at is being driven slowly. They don't understand it, the engines don't like it, you can't, until you've got to get heated to everything. It's not just the engine, it's the tyres and it's the shock absorbers and it's the transmission, and they're all designed to work within a certain window, and if you're not in that window, it actually, they're not very nice to drive. And this was exactly, I can remember it used to hunt around on the straights and the engine was popping and banging, and you know, it didn't feel happy at all. But you know, it was never designed to be driven like that. It was only ever designed to be driven flat out all the time.
Well, this is the car that race gets the P4 right there.
You know, GT40 was effectively a mass-produced racing car. You know, intended for privateers to run as much as, you know, you had a monocoque construction, big heavy car, powered by this big brutish V8 engine. Whereas a Ferrari, the amazing thing about those Ferraris is they always felt, and the 412P is exactly the same, they always felt very fragile. They felt like these beautiful little jewels of cars, and you felt that if you mistreated them at all, they'd just, you know, break into a million bits. And then they didn't actually. They were very, very reliable cars, but they felt bespoke. They felt more special. Cars like the P3, what you would find is that, you know, they're quite easy cars to drive pretty fast. Probably quite difficult to get the absolute last end of the performance out of them. And I think you need to be, you know, a proper professional to do that. Whereas GT40, you know, GT40 was probably until, what, the 80s, in the era of the Porsche 956, the most popular customer racing car that's ever been built. And they were that way because people could be quick in them even if they weren't, you know, mega talents behind the wheel. They looked after their drivers, and they were pretty strong. So totally different sorts of cars. But yeah, let's put it this way, if I had a choice of driving one again, I'd be in the Ferrari every day.
Some cars are born properly, you know, like we always say, you know, they come out of the box, you know, just where the design was, you know, was correct in every way. It's a matter of, you know, the aerodynamics, suspension dynamics, and all of those things that impact, you know, a proper setup. And, you know, and that car just came out just right.
I'd never say a GT40 was a better car or a greater car, a certainly more successful long-distance racing car for those specific reasons.
But as a driver's car, the P4 was...
As a driver's car, I'd rather drive it, well, I'm not driven an actual P4, but, you know, a P3 or a GT40, there's no contest. Because it's lighter and because it has the V12. And yeah, I mean, it just has a delicacy, a poise, a precision that the sort of the heavier, more mass-manufactured GT40 just doesn't have. And so the Ferrari is a more special car. Whether it's quicker or not, it would probably differ from circuit to circuit. But as a thing to get in and drive, it is night and day more special than a GT40.